Hey guys, this is All Stream That back with another episode of MLB The Show 19, Road to the Show with our second baseman. And we've got no challenges today. We are 1 month away. Well, we're into our last month. 25 days, I guess, left in the season. And 21 games left. And with 21 games left, we are 18.5 games behind the Seattle Mariners in the American League West, and we are 9.5 games behind the Houston Astros in the American League Wildcard. So let's get into today's games. And let's speak with our backup first baseman, Todd Guardado, about his recent performance. These guys think we're just a stepping stone to the postseason. Let's show them that we're not. And he says we should try to crush their dreams. And here we are against the New York Yankees. We've got a runner on first. Let's go for a ball over the infield. And we are hitting third today. There's a runner out. Or there's one out and a runner on first. So this should be up and in. And it's a foul. We have 199 hits this year so far. So our next one is number 200. And the count is 1-1. There we go. There's hit number 200. That was a good hit. And here is Justin Upton. And that's out number 2. And here is Zach Cozart. And the bases are, they're not loaded because he's coming home. And he's safe. That's an RBI single for Zach Cozart. So we have the lead. And here is Miles Harper. And he strikes out. And that ends the inning. Taylor's leading off. That is going to be... Ooh! We couldn't get that. Okay, we're up for our second shot. We have our 200 hits this season. That was a terrible swing. There we go. The count is 1-1. Two and one. He hasn't pitched a single strike this at bat. There we go, 3-1. We're not going to be swinging. Well, we might. We'll take a really close look. That would have been a strike anyway. And it's an out. Okay, we're down by 2 in the top of the 5th. Nobody on, nobody out. So should be up and in. And that's going to be caught for out number 1 by the left fielder. Let's hit a single or better. Okay, we can call our 2 timeouts to get that pitch up and in. There we go. We got a double off that. And that's our 29th double. That was right off the wall. And here's Justin Upton. And there's out number 1 on a ground ball to third. Here's Zach Cozart. Let's see if he can get another RBI single here. Okay, he doesn't get it, but we get over to third on that. And here is Miles Harper. Still 1-1. And that's the end of that. And we've lost. And here is our second game against the New York Yankees. And we are hitting third again. We're already up by 1. The runner on first and 1 out. We're actually hitting fourth then. If I can do some proper math. And that's likely an error. Oh, they're going to call that a hit. Okay. And here's Zach Cozart. We made it back. That hit him, didn't it? Well, we got a stolen base off that, but I thought that hit him. So now there's 1 out with runners on second and third. And it's a full count. And it's a strikeout for out number 2. And here's Matt Davidson. He's got an 0-1 count. It's already 2 outs. We're just going to run it out. And that is caught by the right fielder for out number 3. And here's our second shot here. Got a runner in scoring position. Let's try to drive him in. Okay, we are down by 1. We can guarantee a pitch up and in. Probably going to be a curve. And it was. I was just way off of that. Shouldn't have swung at that one. Well, I drove him in. So 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. It's now tied, and we can still guarantee that pitch up and in. Likely it will be another curve. But whatever it was caught by the left fielder for out number 1. And here's Devin Travis for the Yankees. Runners on first and third with 1 out. Double play, and that ends the inning. It's Adam Eaton. Runners on first and second, and nobody out. That was my fault. And now we've got runners on first and third with 1 out. Wow, okay. We couldn't do anything about that. Now we've got runners on second and third with 1 out, and they should have thrown that to second base from the outfield. Because now we're down by 2. So we are down by 2. We can guarantee another pitch up and in. Likely it's going to be a fastball. And we pop that up for the right fielder. That's out number 3. And we lose. And here's our third game against the New York Yankees. 2 outs and a runner on first. We are hitting fourth. The score is tied. He's safe over at first. And that is going to be out number 3 as it's caught by the center fielder. And here's Adam Eaton. He's got a 3-2 count. There's a runner on first and nobody out. And it's a double play for the first 2 outs of the inning. Here's our second shot. We're up by 1. And that's a foul. We almost took our third base coach's head off on that. And the second baseman will catch that pop-up for the out. We're in an extreme shift here. And we've got it. And that is the first out of the inning. And here's Chad Pinder Nobody out, runner on first. And a double play. Do not record an out within the first 4 pitches. I'm going to get a hit, I hope. That's what I'm looking for anyway. Ah. Not long enough. And here's Enrique Anaya. 2 outs and a runner on second. And there's out number 3. And we're now tied in the top of the 8th with 2 outs and nobody on. Probably going to be a change-up. And it's caught by the left fielder. We just don't seem to have the strength. And here's Adam Eaton, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, bases loaded. There's 1 run, and that's all they're going to go for. And we have lost. What can we do to give ourselves something to feel good about when the season wraps up? Forget where we are in the race. Let's win the month, okay? Double performance gains activated in all categories. And after that series against us, the New York Yankees have clinched a postseason appearance. And we're going to do a hand-eye coordination drill. It's a mini game for our contact. And this is the one we've done multiple times. There we go. Let's keep it going. Go. Getting good timing here. A minute left. There we go. Wow. Okay, there were a lot of those at the end. I just missed. So I got a silver. I'm okay with that. And here we are against the Baltimore Orioles. And we are the leadoff hitter today. Baltimore did not score in the top of the inning, so it is tied. And that is a one hopper over to third base for out number 1. Here's A.J. Reed. 2 outs, a runner on second. And that's an easy one. And here's Delino DeShields Jr. 3-2 count, 1 out, nobody on. And we get him out. And here's our second shot. Still scoreless. Bottom of the third with 2 outs and nobody on. And the right fielder will catch that on the fly. Nobody out, nobody on. 1 hopper. Easy out. Here's Boone LaFave. And that's out number 1. And we're down by 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody out, nobody on. And that's a broken bat. And the first baseman will take it himself. And here we are, bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, runner on first. And we are down by 1. Okay, that was not up and in. So now it's 0-2. And that's a strikeout, and they throw it over to first to complete it. Bottom of the 10th. So we managed to tie it up in the 9th, and then they scored 3 in the top of the 10th. And he'll catch that for out number 1. And we've lost. And here's our second game against the Baltimore Orioles. Nunez has a 2-1 count, and that's a ground ball. We should be able to take care of that easily. That's out number 1. And here's our first shot. It is still tied at 0. The Bottom of the first, I am leading off. And that is a leadoff single. We get that right over the infield. Okay, that is ball 4. That's the main reason I went, is it was 3-0. Normally they just walk him. Now we've got Mike Trout. Let's see if he can get a hit here. There we go. We at least made it to third. They've got 2 outs to get me in. And here's Justin Upton. And that must have bounced. Okay. So here's Zach Cozart. If that bounced, we should be up by 1. Okay, bases loaded. And here's Cole Calhoun. He's got an 0-2 count. And that looks like that's going to be caught for out number 3. And we're up by 1 now. Bottom of the second with 2 outs. And we'll get that through the infield. And that's a 2-out single. And here's Simmons. He's got a 2-2 count. And it froze. And now it's tied at 1 in the top of the third. Runners on first and second, nobody out. And we only get the 1 out at second. And here's Trey Mancini. And there's a double play to end the inning. And now we're up by 4. Top of the fourth. Runner on second, 1 out for A.J. Reed. Extremely easy play. And we're 2 for 2 today. We're up by 5. Bottom of the fourth, nobody on, nobody out. And we swing at a bad pitch for strike 1. And that one should be gone. And that is our 16th home run on the year. 443 feet, 108.8 miles an hour on exit. Beautiful. Got a home run and 2 singles today. We are now up by 8 in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody out and a runner on second. There's ball 1 on a fastball high and inside. It's a fastball inside, swung at for strike 1. And that is a pop-up to right field, and he's going to catch that for out number 1. And now we are up by 9. Runner on second and 1 out. And that's a line drive to the second baseman for out number 2. Here's Jonathan Scope. Top of the 7th with 1 out. Runners on first and second. And there's the double play to end the inning. And it's the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs and nobody on. We foul off a changeup for strike 1. And we foul off a slider for strike 2. And we strike out. And we've won. And here's our 3rd game against the Baltimore Orioles. Get on base by any means. And we are the leadoff. And that is a fly ball to center field for out number 1. And here's Boone LaFave. We are down by 1. Top of the 3rd, nobody on, 1 out. And there's out number 2. We have a runner in scoring position. Let's try to drive him in. There's 2 outs. And the runner is on second. And that's going to be caught by the center fielder for out number 3. And we get another shot here. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. We were a little bit late on that. And that's a foul. We were early on that one. There's ball one on a low fastball. And still strike two on a foul. Still strike two. And we barely made contact with that, so still strike two. There's ball two. That is the 7th pitch for this at bat. We swung. We were safe. And it's an RBI, I guess. So we are on. And they did score. So here's Simmons. And that'll make up for it. And here's Matt Lombardo. Top of the 7th, still tied at 1. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And a double play to end it. And we are leading off the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 1. And that's a foul. And a ground ball to the shortstop gets us by about half a step, and we end up winning. And we get swept by the Yankees, and we win the series 2-1 against Baltimore. So after going 2-4 today, we are 20.5 games behind the Seattle Mariners in the American League West. And we are 10 games behind the Oakland Athletics in the American League Wild Card. And that's going to end today's episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is Allstream. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.